Hello guys, welcome back to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the team rosters in the second series of the AUX, and now we are going to talk about track and field. So with the Olympic trials for track and field approaching, I wanted to spotlight some insane Olympians in track and field who competed in the Olympics that just graduated or were in college at the time of the Olympics. So just like how I think Parker Valby will be a huge star in this year's Olympics, she is a current student athlete at the University of Florida. So basically what I will be doing in this segment is talk about past student athletes that went to the Olympics and how they did. So just as a reminder, the track and field trials will take place June 21st to the 30th in Eugene, Oregon, and I am literally counting down the days, guys. Also, guys, the diving and swimming trials are taking place right now, so I recommend checking that out and staying updated with that as well. And I did do a video yesterday, doing like some updates on how the trials for swimming are going, so I recommend checking that out. And of course, I will be recapping the trials for Olympic swimming and diving as soon as they are over. Oh, I really hope that did not mess up too much of the audio, and I'm sorry if that just like blasted in your ears. So stay tuned. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak today, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so during the 2012 Olympics, several notable female track and field athletes who were also students delivered outstanding performances. So let's start with Brigetta Barrett. She was 22 years old from the University of Arizona during the 2012 Olympics, and she captured a silver medal in the women's high jump, clearing 2.03 meters. This was a significant achievement early in her professional athletic career and during her time as an NCAA champion. English Gardner, then a 20-year-old at the University of Oregon, participated in the 4x100 meter relay preliminaries, helping the U.S. team advance to the finals. Okay, though she didn't run in the finals, the team set a world record and won gold, with Gardner sharing in the medal as a qualifying round participant, so she still was like technically in the finals, I guess. Kimberlyn Duncan, a 21-year-old from Louisiana State University, or LSU, was part of the U.S. 4x100 meter relay pool, and although she didn't race, her inclusion was a testament to her outstanding sprint performances at LSU, where she was a multiple NCAA champion. And then Gineba Tarmoy from Texas A&M University played a crucial role in the U.S. 4x100 meter relay team that won gold and set a world record, participating in the preliminary rounds to help set up the final success. These athletes not only showcased their sporting excellence, but also managed to balance their academic pursuits, representing their countries and universities with distinction. Their contributions at the 2012 Olympics had a lasting impact on both their careers and their schools, highlighting the dual commitment to sport and education that characterizes many Olympic student athletes. And I think it's also insane that there's so many student athletes in the Olympics. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like in swimming, like most of them are student athletes. You can check that out. It's super interesting. So in the 2016 Rio Olympics, Sydney Morris just graduated from the University of Arkansas and competed in the pole vault. She cleared 4.85 meters, which was a significant achievement that led to her earning a silver medal. And then Keturah Orhi was 21 years old at the 2016 Olympics from the University of Georgia. She finished fourth in the triple jump, setting an American record with a jump of 14.71 meters. I'm like losing my breath right now. This is so bad. I don't know why, but like some days I have those days where it's like super humid outside and I like cannot keep my breath. So I'm so sorry. If you can like hear me like breathing in the microphone, like little ASMR. Like, anyway, moving on. So Ori was a stand-up athlete at UGA, known for breaking records there and earning multiple NCAA titles. Even though she didn't medal at the Olympics, she still made her name known and set an American record. And then Corley Okolo was 22 years old during the 2016 Olympics from UT Austin. She competed in the women's 4x400 meter relay, where she won a gold medal. Her contribution in the heats helped the U.S. team advance, showcasing her strength as one of the top 400 meter runners from her collegiate competition days. At 20 years old, Raven Saunders from the University of Mississippi competed in the women's shot put, finishing fifth in her first Olympic appearance. She was known for her impressive collegiate career, clearly, securing NCAA titles and breaking records. In the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone was 21 years old and a student at the University of Kentucky. She won gold in the women's 400 meters, hurdles, setting a world record with a time of 51.46 seconds. She also won gold in the women's 4x400 meter relay. She's preparing for this year's Olympics, and I have a lot of confidence in her. She never fails to impress me. I love her so much. She has been a huge runner for so long and really made herself known since she was 16 years old competing in the 400 meter. She also holds the world record in the 400 meter hurdles, still bounding over 10 of those 30-inch tall barriers in a jaw-dropping 50.68 seconds. So she's improved since the previous Olympics. She is focusing on the 400 meter hurdles in this year's Olympics, and of course I'm really happy about that, but I do wish we could see her also in the 400 meter relay, 200 meter, and 4x400 meter relay. She set a record in one of the competitions earlier this year. I can't remember what it was called, the title at the top of my head right now, which is really bad and I'm really sorry, but she did set a record, and I did talk about it in one of my videos before. So check out my show and maybe it's in there somewhere. So she has proven that she's a top contender also in the 200 meter dash and in other competitions, but still she wants to focus mainly on the 400 meter hurdles, and that's understandable, and I respect that. Athing Mu, another huge Olympian that will be competing this year in the trials, potentially, but I will talk more about that in a second. So Mu was 19 years old in 2020, and she was a student at Texas A&M. She won gold in the women's 800 meter, setting a new American record with a time of 1 minute 55.21 seconds. She also won gold in the women's 4x400 meter relay. Okay, as of now, she is going to be competing in the Olympic trials, but she has been marred by an injury earlier this year. So that's where the issue sort of rises. So she had to withdraw from this year's Prefontaine Classic due to left hamstring soreness. She also had entered in the 400 meter at the LA Grand Prix, but was forced to drop out just a few days beforehand. Also, oh my goodness, that is what Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone was in the LA Grand Prix. No, it was a New York City LA Grand Prix. There we go. Okay, so check that video out. I recapped that in one of my shows. Okay, back to Athing Mu though. Before dropping out of these competitions, wait, what was I even saying? Oh my goodness, guys, I'm like losing my mind. Dropping out of these competitions for Mu was a good thing because she could recover for the Olympic trials. Like I said, she will be competing in the Olympic trials, but still it is up in the air because injuries are injuries. And if she needs to take care of herself and make sure that her body's fully able to compete and recover, I understand that. So yeah, but she still is the same amazing athlete, and I have a lot of hope and confidence in her for the trials if she does end up being there, if she is fully recovered. She won the women's 800 meter in the 2023 Prefontaine Classic, which serves as the Eugene Diamond League. Her time of 1 minute 54.97 seconds set a U.S. record and personal best at the meet. Mu's top competitors this year are Great Britain's Keely Hogginson and Kenya's Mary Mora, who won the 2023 world title in the women's 800 meter. And then other 800 meter contenders, like medal contenders, include U.S. star Raven Rogers, Ethiopia's Havana Elemu, and Great Britain's Jim Henrique. So there's still amazing people out there that are going to be top competitors for her. We'll see. Okay, so now let's talk about student athletes that are competing in this year's trials. There are a lot, so we are going to talk about a few that have been absolute standouts. I mentioned Parker Valby before, so let's continue talking about her. Valby will compete in the 5,000 meter, and her best time in that event is 14 minutes, 52.79 seconds. She's got one of the fastest times in the heat. Eleanor St. Pierre leads the heat at 14 minutes, 34.12 seconds, and that is a pretty big difference. Valby will also compete in the 10,000 meters, and her best time is 30 minutes, 50.43 seconds. In this event, she also has one of the fastest times. Going to the trials, she is at a really good position. I think Valby has a strong chance of making it to the Olympics, and I really want her at the Olympics. Regardless of her immediate results at the 2024 Olympic trials, her athletic career is on a promising path. Hopefully, she also competes at the 2020 Olympic trials. We'll see how this year's goes. Mackenzie Long, she's from the University of Mississippi, and I talked about her multiple times in my show because she's so strong in multiple events. She's competing at the 100 meters and 200 meters at the trials. Her 100 meter time is 10.91 seconds, and it's one of the fastest times. And in the 200 meters, her time is 21.83 seconds, which is the second fastest time. Her biggest competition in that event is Gabby Thomas, whose time is 21.60 seconds. To be honest, I don't think that Long will be able to beat Thomas because it's Gabby Thomas. She is one of the best runners out there and won a bronze medal at the 200 meters of the Tokyo Olympics. But still, I think it's super impressive that Long is right there with Thomas. And I think Thomas will be making it to the Olympics. I mean, I think long will also be making it to the Olympics. Thomas is going to definitely make it to the Olympics, hands down. But I think that long will also make it to the Olympics. Also, in the 100 meters and 200 meters, we have Jaisa Sears. She's from the University of Tennessee and has the second fastest time in the 100 meter dash. But in the 200 meter dash, she has the slowest time. I hate using the word slowest, because these times are obviously not slow, but compared to everyone else, it is the longest time. Anyway, I think Sears will not make it to the Olympics for the 200 meters, but definitely for the 100 meters. Pretty much the opposite of Mackenzie Long. Sha'Carri Richardson leads right now in the 100 meters at 10.65 seconds, and Sears' personal best is 10.77 seconds. I don't think she'll be able to beat Richardson, and low-key I don't want her to because I'm a huge fan of Richardson, and I want Richardson to finish in first. But being second to Richardson is super impressive, and I think we're going to see Sears competing at the Olympics. Next, I wanted to talk about Isabella Whittaker. She's competing in the 400 meters and is a student athlete from the University of Pennsylvania. Her personal best is 50.17 seconds in this event, and it's one of the fastest times going into the trials. The competitors I think she needs to look out for are Kanara Hayes, Gabby Thomas, Alexis Holmes, and Lania Irby. They all have really, really close times to her and are known for their times in the 400 meter dash. I don't have as much confidence that Whittaker will be able to make it to the Olympics just looking at her time compared to other people's times in this event. But still, she's going to be fierce competition and has a really good chance of finishing in the top 3 in this event. You never know with track and field sometimes. There's always some super random surprises. There's little factors that will contribute to certain things. Like if there's the wind, someone could literally be like a first place contender could go down to a last place contender because of wind because they're not prepared for it. Like things like that. So I want to continue talking about how these student athletes could do in the Olympic trials, so stay tuned for tomorrow's episode because we're going to do more of a preview of these student athletes competing in the Olympic track and field trials. So that concludes our show for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast presented to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. Thank you guys once again and have a wonderful day.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great.